Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Good morning everyone. My name is Suci Pratiwi. My student number is 2018111048. Today I want to explain about developing the teaching materials. Teaching or learning materials is one of the very crucial elements that has the excite to conduct teaching or learning activities. The description include the definition, the principle, the produce and practical undertaking of the material developing with the case of developing learning material for ESP. First of all, before discussing the materials, development as a field of study and like practical undertaking of it, I would like to make sure what this mean by material is material development. Material means anything which is yet us to help to teach language learns. Materials can be in the form of textbooks, a workbook or a cassette, a CD-ROM, a video, a photocopy handout, and newspaper, a paragraph written on a whiteboard, or anything which presents or informs about the language being learned. Material development, a field of study. As a field of study, material development studies the principle and the procedure of design, implementation, and evaluation of language teaching materials. Principle of material development. Materials should achieve impact. Impact is achieved when materials have a noticeable effect on learners. That is when the learner's curiosity, interest, and attention are attracted. If it is achieved, there is a better chance that some of the language in the material will be taken for processing. Further, it is said that a material can achieve impact when they are new, varied, presented attractively, and applying content. Material development procedure. The step of procedure of material development includes the design, implementation, and evaluation of language teaching materials. Dick and Curry 190 suggests 10 components of the system approach model that is identify an instructional goals, conduct and instructional analysis, identify entry behaviors and characteristics, right performance, objective develop, criterion reference, test items develop, and instructional strategy develop or select instructional materials design and conduct the formative evaluation, revise instruction, and conduct summative evaluations. Each of these components is closely related to each other in the system approach model to design or develop an accurate teaching materials. Each component in the system has been considered. In other words, suitable teaching or learning materials should be able to fulfill each of the other components in the system of approach. The teaching or learning materials already developed for specific target. Learners have to be implemented in the real learning or teaching situation. The implementation of learning or teaching material in the real situation in this step, it's meant to try out the teaching learning material whether they are suitable for the target learners. If not, then the learning or teaching materials have to be revised based on the data obtained from the tryout to the target learners. This is called the evaluation. Material development as a practical undertaking. Teachers usually use any textbook available to teach their students. What they can do if usually trying to evaluate the textbook they have to use to teach their students in the evaluation of the textbook. Teacher observe what works and what doesn't work, and they add their own style or preference and interpretation to the textbook. If they think that the textbook is in line with the curriculum or syllabus, the textbook can be used to teach their students. Teachers will evaluate and select textbook according to how appropriate they seem from the given context. Well-designed textbook can support inexperienced teachers a lot because they act as training materials. Textbooks can also be evaluated by exploring teacher and learners' experience and opinions about the textbook. As used in the classroom, this evaluation can result in the most effective textbook which can be used in the classroom. This result, however, cannot be valid for different students and teachers and in different time. After evaluating the textbook, each teacher has her own decision, that is using the textbook without having any change at all, adapting it according to the needs, supplementing if it necessary, of if the textbook does not fulfill the teacher criteria, they can create their own material based on their students' need or other criteria of developing materials. Adapting text can be based on different criteria. One possible adaptation is associated with the linguistic demands. A difficult text can be adapted by teacher to suit the competence level of the class. So still we have to allow the student to have an effort to cope with more challenge from the adapted text. A teacher has been conscious that gradually the student will have to strangle themselves to fetch the authentic text without having any adaptation. Supplementing the exciting textbook used to teach is another effort to cover the weakness of the available textbook that does not match with the syllabus, curriculum, or objective of the teaching or learning. The supplementary teaching or learning material can vary according to the availability of the materials or the creativity of the teacher. Creating own material is the teacher less effort to develop learning material instead of adapting or supplementing the exciting textbook or authentic text. There should be fundamental base in order to create our materials among other teaching objective or instructional goals. Dick and Carey 119, Student Needs and a Topic-Based Planning, Printer 2006. Dick and Carey 190 suggests a long procedure to develop instructional material. After identifying instructional goals, there are 5 steps between identifying goal up to the instructional material development. Second is conducting analysis. The third is identifying entry behaviors and characteristics. Fourth, writing performance objective, and the last, developing criterion reference that's the items and developing instructional strategy. The next step is developing and selecting instructional materials. With these steps, Dick and Carey want to emphasize on the accuracy of the component in the system approach of instructional design, including the accuracy of developing and selecting instructional materials. A teacher can also developing learning materials on the basis of the students' needs. Pinter 2006. This situation would happen when a teacher is facing new students. In order to meet the student needs of English, an English teacher has to find out what English competence the student wants to achieve. After know this English competence that the student wants to achieve, the students develop the learning material to help the learners achieve to English competency. They Day 1, creating own material based on the topic-based planning means that the material developed for the learning materials should be based on the topic already chosen, and therefore all the activities in all areas in the curriculum should be related to that one word topic. Developing learning materials for specific purpose. In this session, the application of the principle of procedure of developing learning material is described, focusing on material development for specific purpose of the teaching of English. In order to develop learning materials for specific purpose, one thing that should become the starting point is the learner's needs. That this is in line with the first step of developing learning materials of general purpose, as well as that for English as a specific purpose. In conclusion, developing teaching or learning material has been described from the points of view of the definition, the principle, the procedure, and the practical undertaking of them. With the case of developing learning material for ESP, developing teaching or learning material for ESP is more demanding than for general English, because the availability of the ESP learning materials in public is very rare. Because of this, it is suggested that teachers of ESP develop their own specific material for their own target language learners. In developing the ESP learners materials, every teacher can follow any approach he or she is familiar with, and he or she can develop his or her teaching materials by applying the principles and procedure of language teaching material, including formulating their teaching objective and the syllabus, adapting and supplementing the existing materials, or not creating their own materials. Tomlinson 198 and 2001, Pinter and 2006, The Idea of Instructional Design as a Purpose by Dick and Carey 119. There may be some other possible ways of developing teaching or learning material that the one described this paper. As the consequence, the same level of specific language for the same level of student may have different teaching or learning material, especially if the material developer and proficiency level of the student are different. Therefore, there will never be perfect teaching or learning material. They can be used anywhere, anytime for the same level of students. I strongly suggest that teacher develop his or her own teaching materials for his or her own specific target learners. If teaching has to use the textbook for that reason, still she or he has to adjust that with the target learners. There may be some parts of the textbook which are not exactly suitable for the target learners. A teacher is somewhere in the middle, where she or he uses a textbook for his or her learners to learn, but there is also some space for individual teacher to contribute. I think that's enough. Thank you for your attention, and I will give you 3 questions in the description box. Thank you. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.